Amanda Serrano, undisputed featherweight champion, has decided to relinquish her WBC featherweight title, and she is making a stance for what is a moment of consideration in women's boxing. Let's talk about Serrano and what led to her decisions. Undisputed featherweight champion Amanda Serrano is making history left, right, front, and center. With everything that she's doing in the ring, how she represents outside of the ring, and what she has as an agenda and plan going forward for the future. As recent as her October 27th unification match against Danila Ramos, Serrano has always sought to bring the best foot forward in the sport of boxing and represent from the woman's perspective as best as she could. And the fight against Ramos, where she won a unanimous 12-round decision in a historical bout that was 12 rounds for women's boxing and 3-minute rounds. Going back to her battle with Katie Taylor at MSG back in 2022, Amanda was looking for a victory in that fight, and as Taylor edged out a razor-thin decision, which brought Amanda's record from that fight and her most recent fight with Ramos to now 46 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. And she has an outstanding 30 KOs. And when you talk about a KO factor for a fighter like Serrano, you have to understand that being a featherweight and being at those lighter weights in the women's division of boxing, she must really be, as her nickname moniker, the real deal. So, according to an article published earlier today, December 5th, 2023, Serrano is seeking now to relinquish the WBC version of her featherweight titles. And she's doing this as a result of the position that the WBC and its head, Mauricio Suleiman, have taken toward women's boxing in particular. The article, written by Jake Donovan, goes on to state that Amanda Serrano has sacrificed most of her personal life to achieve all that she has in her record-setting pro career. One more sacrifice that was made for the sake of furthering the sport: she has made her own personal admission to uplift. The Puerto Rican southpaw made the bold decision to vacate her WBC featherweight title. The decision to disrupt her undisputed featherweight championship reign came in light of the sanctioning body's refusal to permit 3-minute rounds or 12-round bouts for women in boxing. She was quoted to say, "Moving forward, if a sanctioning body doesn't want to give me and my fellow fighters the choice to fight the same as the men, then I will not be fighting for that sanctioning body." She stated this late Monday evening. The WBC has refused to evolve the sport for equality, so I am relinquishing their title. Women's boxing title fights are traditionally contested over 10 2-minutes, and such have been the terms for every belt that Serrano has fought for and won through 7 weight divisions, including her full featherweight unification victory over Erica Cruz on February 4th in New York City. Something different was sought in lieu of a routine mandatory title, and title consolation bout versus interim WBO title holder Danila Ramos. Serrano, with the support of Most Valuable Promotions and the rest of her team, opted to have their October 27th clash conducted over 12 3-minute rounds. The fight took place in Serrano's lineal WBA, IBF, and WBO titles at stake. The WBC refused to sanction the bout, given its years-long resistance, citing medical evidence to women fighting under the same terms as men bouts. That just won't cut it with an industry leader who spends every day in search of ways to carve a better way for young ladies who strive for a fairer chance at making a living from pro boxing. "I love boxing. I've given my life to the sport," stated Serrano, a Brooklyn native who turned pro in 2009 and often fought for pennies until recent years. "No phone, no boyfriend, no parties. Just boxing. I am the only boxer, male or female, from Puerto Rico to become undisputed champion. I am the only female boxer to have won titles in 7 divisions. I am the first female boxer along with Katie to headline Madison Square Garden. I am the first female boxer to make 7 figures from a fight and from sponsors. I am the first undisputed female champion to fight 12 by 3-minute rounds." Serrano declared after her own win over Ramos that all of her pro boxing matches moving forward will take place under those same terms. It was a point of contention when conversation turned to a potential title consolation bout versus mandatory challenger Sky Nicholson, who's 9-0 with 1 KO. The 2020 Olympic quarterfinalist for Australia went on to state that she will gladly proceed with the fight under any terms as seen fit by the WBC, whose interim title she won in September. Nicholson recently defended the belt with a 9th round stoppage of Lucy Wildheart on the November 25 card for the Katie Taylor-Chantel Cameron rematch in Dublin, Ireland. Nicholson also fought on the undercard of Taylor's narrow win over Serrano in their historic lightweight championship class last April in Madison Square Garden in New York City. She was just entering her 3rd pro bout, but already eyed a future date with Serrano, the unified and WBO champion at the time, who moved up 2 divisions in a bid to claim Taylor's undisputed lightweight crown. The thing about this all is Amanda Serrano is a trailblazer, much like Clarissa Shields, but in a different way, and she is looking for the best that she can get out of the sport of boxing and lead the way for women who will be coming along with and behind her. And much is to be respected for her position and stance. You have to stand tall in the midst of trial so that you not move, but the world beneath your feet be moved. I much respect what she's doing. It's an honor to see her and have her as a world champion. And she is, in fact, as her moniker, the real deal. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about Serrano relinquishing the WBC title. Link will be in the description. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.